Hi everybody, welcome back to Small Caliber Arms Review. I'm Richard. Today we're going to be taking a look at this. This is a high-end gun here. This is the Staccato P, the 2011. It is a steel frame 2011. What was it? It's like a 1911, only a lot newer. A little over 100 years newer. It does have a polymer grip on it, but it is very similar to the 1911, except it's been made a lot more simpler and I guess more reliable. I don't know. I have not shot one of these yet. This is a loaner from a friend and coworker of mine, and you can tell just by holding this thing, it is a very high-end, high-quality gun too. Takedown on it is a lot simpler than a 1911. We're going to take a closer look at that real quick. Okay, with your regular 1911, you're going to have a barrel bushing on the front of it and everything, and this one is quite a bit different because all you got to do is, it is unloaded. There is nothing in there. We'll go ahead and let the hammer down. Actually, we can pull the hammer back because that's just going to hold it back for us a little bit anyways. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the slide back. There's two notches on here. There's one that is just a slightly little partial circle, so we can pull that back and get that lined up with the end of our takedown lever right there. And then on the back side of it, we're going to push that button up, which is going to be just a little short push, and we can pull that lever out. Now all we got to do is let the slide go forward. You're going to want to watch that recoil spring there. It does want to pop up just a little bit. But to take this out, you're not going to do it like you would a regular one where you just push it in and pull it back. You're going to push this all the way forward, and you're going to push it pretty hard. And once you get to the end, you're going to push down on it there and then let it back a little bit. There's a little pivoting post right here, I guess, that kind of locks on the front of it. Then you can push it back, and it is a captive unit then. So that little piece right there is going to tip up and catch on the end of it while your spring is compressed on there. It is rounded on one side of it. That's the side that's going to go up against your barrel. And then you're going to take your lug right there, and you're just going to pick your barrel up a little bit and push it forward. Whoops, we got to tip that down and slide it right out of the front. Now if you look at this barrel, this is a heavy bull barrel on this thing. It is a 4.4 inch barrel, and it's heavy duty bull barrel on it pretty much. To put it back together, it's a piece of cake. You just slide the barrel right back in it, which is a nice snug fit on there, not a lot of slop or anything in it. Then you're going to put your recoil spring back in there, and you're just going to push it in. Go ahead and tip your lug up there and slide this all the way through the front. You're going to push it forward, and then that piece is going to drop down. Don't let it go, just let it slide back gently, and it's right up against your lug there again. To put it back in, all you got to do is make sure your lug is pointing downward. Go ahead and put your slide right back on there. Like I said, this is some good close tolerances on this gun, very well made. And then we're going to go ahead and line that little curved piece up with that opening right there. There is a little detent pin in there. So when you pull this back and get it lined up with the back, you might have to wiggle it just a little bit to get your takedown pin lined up in there again. You're going to have to get that lug to pivot just a little bit. And then you're going to push it right back in there. And then you can let it go forward and go ahead and function check it, and it's good to go. Now it is going to come with 3 magazines. Now these are not stainless, they are a chrome plated steel magazine. It's going to come with 3 of them. It's going to come with 2 17 round magazines, and it's going to come with an extended 20 round magazine. Now I've got 2 of these loaded up right now, and we'll go ahead and load up that 3rd one real quick. And loading them is just like any other semi-auto handgun. You're just going to push it in and push it back. They're pretty easy to load until you get the last couple rounds there. And there is our 17 rounds there. Give it a little bit of tap. They're not too terrible. They're not extremely hard when you get to the last few rounds there, but they do take a little bit of effort to get them in there. Now I'm not going to go ahead and chamber one, but we're going to go ahead and load a magazine in there. You can see it's got a big mag well on this thing, a big flare on the end of it there. It makes it really easy to throw your magazine in there. even if you're not paying close attention to lining it up perfectly, it's easy to get it in there with that flare on that mag well. The grip on this thing is massive. It is really wide. I've got pretty darn big hands, and this thing right here has got a really big grip on it. It's got nice weight to it, so it'll mitigate some of that recoil. The only problem with such a big grip though is getting to that magazine release. I have to adjust my grip a little bit to pop it out. The ambidextrous safety on there is easy to get to, so you can go ahead and pop that thing up, and it is on the safe. If you're a lefty, it's got it on the other side there. The slide lock and slide release and everything on is pretty far forward, but that's not a big deal because you're going to want to tip your grip on there anyways to get to it. You can just pull it forward and let it go. It does have a screw on the trigger right there that is an over travel stop. You don't need to adjust that. Let's see what it's like on this thing. The trigger pull it's pretty short and pretty light. Let's see what reset is on it. Reset is, oh, very, very short reset on it. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Let's get this thing out on the range and give it a few shots and see how it shoots. All right, we're out here on the range, and I've got the 2011 with me, the Staccato P. A little bit of things I want to show you that comes with the gun is, well, of course, those are my notes, and they don't come with the gun, but underneath this flap here, you're going to have your standard lock. You're going to have all the standard goodies that are going to come with the gun. You're going to have the owner's manual, if I can get this out of here. You're going to have a couple extra fiber optic sights for the front sight. Staccato sticker. You're going to have the owner's manual that's going to come with it, a little guide on where you should lubricate your gun, a couple little Allen wrenches that are going to be in there, and you're going to get this little piece of paper right here that comes with it. It has been test fired from the factory, and I believe that's just 3 shots there. It doesn't tell me what distance it's from, but 3 shots there, and they were probably fired in a rest too, not they probably were not fired freehand. If they were, then whoever's doing the testing on this does a very good job of it anyways. Like I said, the gun is manufactured by Staccato, which used to be S.T.A.R, and they've been around for about 25 years now. The steel barrel or the steel frame gun does weigh about 33 ounces without the magazine, and if you get in the aluminum frame model, it's going to weigh about 28 ounces. It has the front sights are Dawson Precision fiber optic front sights on it, and when you open the case up, you're going to have a place for your 3 magazines, and then under the flap here, there's some little Velcro pieces that'll move around to hold the gun in the case there. We've got it out here, no magazine in it. It is unloaded. And we're going to get the eyes and ears on. I've got one of the little small 4-inch targets up there along with my silhouette target, and we're going to give it a few shots. First of all, let's get the let's go ahead and get the 20 round magazine out. We'll put that in there and do some accuracy shots with it first, and then we'll do some nice freehand stuff with that silhouette target up there. Okay, I've got the eyes and ears on. I've got the 20 round magazine here, easy to pop in there with that big wide flared mag well on it. We're going to go ahead and rack one in there and give it, let's give it 5 shots at that little round target up there, and we'll see how it does. Now the owner, I think he told me he thought it may have shot slightly to the left, which would be hard for me to tell because I do that anyways. Anyways, we'll give it a couple shots. This will be about 10 yards. All right, we'll go ahead and put that safety on and we'll go up there and look at the target real quick. Okay, so there's my shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've got 2 of them right there in that spot right there. Not terrible. It shoots pretty good. I don't think it's off any at all. That's probably just my shooting there, but we're going to go ahead and do some freehand shots here at the silhouette target. It is a little breezy out here, but I think we'll be fine at 7 yards. All right, I've got 15 rounds left in this thing. We're going to go center mass at the silhouette target. We'll do 5 of them kind of quick, I guess. Not too quick, but we'll see. Yeah, recoil on this thing is a cream puff. It does not kick much at all. It feels really super comfortable in the hands. Even with that big grip on there, I think it might be what makes it a little more comfortable. And the grouping's pretty good on it. Yeah, it's a pleasure to shoot. It really is. Let's go ahead and let's unleash 5 more right there at the center mass. This time we'll do them faster. Yeah, nice. Everything is still right there in the 10 ring and a couple right in the X ring there. Yeah, it's a pleasure to shoot. You know what? I got 5 more in here, and there's a steel target up there. Let's give it a shot. Okay, my silhouette target is right there. I've got 5 more rounds in here, so we're going to go ahead and give this thing a try. All right, the slide did not lock open on the last round for some reason, but it is supposed to. I like the way it shoots. I really didn't concentrate too much on it. That fiber optic front sight on there is easy to see, and it seemed like as long as it was over top of the steel target, I hit it. All right, now the Staccato P is a duty or service pistol, and it is a very high quality one too. It's been approved by somewhere around like 1,000 different law enforcement agencies over the country. They're made in the United States. I believe they are made in Texas, and they're very well made guns. Anyways, we're going to take a couple headshots on that silhouette target up there because it's there and I need to poke some holes in it. Yeah, this thing just really shoots great. It is easy to keep it on target. It is easy to aim and to shoot and everything, and easy on the recoil. I understand it's only a 9mm, but still, it is, with the weight of it, it's very comfortable. I like it. Let's do some more. Yeah, every one of those pretty rapid firing, and right there, all of them in the head. Kind of made Swiss cheese out of that target. All right, guys, there it is. That is the Staccato P. It is really a great shooting firearm. It really is. Now, it is not a cheap firearm by any means. This one is going to run you around $2 grand, maybe the $2,400 mark. Depends on what accessories you get with it. You can get it set up for an optic on top of it. I personally do not like red dots or optics on a pistol unless maybe it's a, you know, a hunting pistol, something for longer distances. But for the close-up stuff, I like it just like this, open sights on it. Texas Rangers and U.S. Marshals Special Operation Groups use the Staccato P, and I can see why. It functions great. It's very smooth. The slide on it is, I mean, it's like sliding on ice or something. It is very, very, very smooth. Good shooting gun, great trigger on this thing too. Easy to sight. This one is not equipped with a threaded barrel, but that's one of the accessories you can get for it. You can get a threaded barrel on it, so you want to put a suppressor on there. Or even a compensator on the front of it. It does have a small Picatinny rail underneath there if you want to put a flashlight on it or something. But other than having a really big grip and maybe having to adjust your grip just a little bit to get to the magazine, it's still a pretty good shooting gun. Yeah, I cannot reach that mag release. And it is switchable. It can be switched over the left side there, but without tilting the gun in my hand to get my thumb to there, I can't reach it. But it's still a great shooting gun. Anyways, thanks for taking a look at the Staccato P or the 2011 with me. If you could, reach up here and hit this button to check out some of my other videos, and hit this button down here to subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching Small Caliber Arms Review.